Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 24th to the 31st. This is for Cancer and Cancer rising, and you know we're going to jump right into it. This is a big week. This is the week with the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. This is really, really, really big, okay? Especially because you're a cardinal sign, just like Libra. And you're really going to feel this full moon lunar eclipse. But before we even get there, I want you to know that Venus is very active and very influential this week because we're kicking off this week on Sunday, March 24th, when Venus sextiles Jupiter. Now, I talked a little bit about this last week. You're going to feel it more this week. But the reason why I'm talking about Venus so much, and I will be this week for this reading, is because toward the end of the week on March 28th, Thursday, Venus will sextile Uranus. So you see, the sextiles are very harmonious, and these are really, really, really nice. So why don't we start with Sunday? Venus sextiling Jupiter, one of the best days of the month, okay? Venus and Jupiter, the two benefic planets. Absolutely amazing. They're pretty much getting together, and they're saying, what are some amazing things we can do for Cancer to make their lives better? This is remember, Venus is also exalted in Pisces right now. Okay, so this is absolutely amazing because Pisces rules your ninth house of spirituality. It's such a nice placement for y'all. It's your belief system. It's how you see things. You could just be very spiritually moved around this time. And it's very emotional too. You know, Pisces being a water sign, you could be very emotionally moved around this time as well. It's also travel, a lot of travel. Y'all traveling. There's long distance travel. That's part of the ninth house. Some of y'all could be working on books or in websites. Ninth house is also publishing. It's broadcasting as well, and education. So there could be something regarding education that you're really loving around this time, or you may do something around there because Venus sextiles Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity. So what's really nice about this day for y'all Cancers is that Jupiter is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Very, very nice. You're going to remember this day. I want you to write it down. I want you to circle it in your calendar. It's such a great, sweet aspect where you can find a lot of, just your heart moved. Great day for romance, by the way. Really great day for romance. Oh my goodness. Really, really good day. Now, one thing that I'm going to point out real quick is because a lot of people are asking questions about this, and we'll talk about it more next week. Jupiter and Uranus will conjunct in April, on April 20th. This is an aspect that hasn't happened in over a decade. It's a big day, as I'm saying. Some might say the biggest day of the year. Yep, of the year. And so a lot is this Venus activity and, Jupiter and Uranus activity, like really, really leading up to that. All right, so just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that Mars and Saturn are also in Pisces right now. And so Mars and Saturn happen to be the two malefic planets. And so there could be a big squeeze in your ninth house as well. But use that to motivate you because remember Saturn, and we'll be talking about Saturn a lot because you're going to see what's happening here. Saturn is really at play. Remember, Jupiter and Saturn are still very harmonious. So that's really great. Saturn can give that big squeeze, but Saturn rewards you in the end. Now, not a lot of people know that Saturn is exalted in Libra. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. But just remember, Saturn rewards you. You put in that hard work, Saturn rewards you. And we're not talking a pat on the back. We're talking standing ovation. All right. So keep that in mind. And it's such a nice burst of that Mars energy into your spirituality. Now, on Monday, the 25th, we have the really big full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Now, what did I say earlier? Saturn is exalted in Libra. However, the other thing that you should note, Venus is Libra's ruling planet. So Venus is in its domicile. So remember, Venus sextiling Jupiter, we got a Venus-ruled eclipse, and then we have Venus sextiling Uranus on Thursday. So when I say Venus is very influential this week, and you're going to feel a lot of that Venus energy, you will. And Venus is exalted right now, so it's going to feel good. Now, this eclipse, lots to talk about. I'm going to keep it very short. First things first, I did make a video on 5 things to watch out, or 5 things to expect during eclipses. I'll leave it at the end of this video. And it's just like a fun and formal. But it is can be helpful if you're new to eclipses. Now, eclipses do happen in series and they are cycles. And therefore, I want you to look and think back to what happened October 14th, 2023, where this eclipse is associated, it's connected to that eclipse that happened. That was a solar eclipse, something new that was happening around your life around that time. Remember, eclipses, give it a couple, days or even weeks as a window, all right? Because remember, it's just the peak day. And so things could have happened around that time, all right? So things could have happened around that time. And just remember, when we talk about these eclipses, we're talking about the lunar nodes, all right? So very interesting here, because this eclipse in Libra rules your fourth house of home, family, children, parents, domestic life, your foundations of life, your significant other, real estate, things that have to do around your home sphere, okay? Something's coming to an end. There's a culmination happening, okay? Possibly linked to something around October 14th, 2023. Now it's not over because the South Node moved into Libra in your fourth house and is going to be there all year. So you're going to have kind of like behind the scene, like a lot of stuff happening in that area of your life, because not only is that happening, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Libra in October, on October 2nd. And so you see that it's a cycle. It's just, we're going through cycles here, and it all happens to be in your fourth house. The North Node is in Aries. We have a total eclipse in Aries next month, and that's your 10th house of career. So there is something almost like a lot more attention on career, but making it work with things that are coming to an end, things that you're letting go in terms of like home and family. There's something there, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But just remember, this is a Venus-ruled eclipse, and Venus is love, it's relationships, and so is Libra. So now that we're talking about Libra, what is Libra, right? What is Libra? It is a scale. Libra is a scale. It's all about balance. It's all about justice. It's all about relationships as well. All right. Now, when I talk about that balance, Libra is right in the middle of the zodiac, right? The 12 zodiacs, Libra is smack dab in the middle. Same thing with tarot. When you think about the major arcanas, card 11, the justice card, attributed to Libra, right in the middle. Okay. So that balance, all right, that brings that wisdom. This eclipse is all about feeling wiser when something comes to an end. Okay. And eclipses are not only game changers, but they tend to eclipse things out of our lives too. And so if something does happen, know that it was meant for you. And it was, there's a touch of fate and destiny with, the nodes and whatnot and these eclipses. So at the end of it all, basically, it's liberating for you. It's liberating for you. And it's you just moving on to this next cycle, and just know that. And we are back, Cancer. Sorry, my computer froze. That was really weird. Now, I was talking about eclipses, and I was just saying that just expect change. It's just a cycle. It's a cycle. And it's in your fourth house of, as I mentioned, home, family matters, parents, children, actual home, like real estate could be a thing as well. There's got to be something in the foundations of your life. Perhaps a significant other. There's just think home life. So there's going to be a change. There could be a culmination. There could be something coming to an end for something new to begin. Remember, this is a cycle, and therefore, it is in your fourth house where the South Node is, and the South Node is leaving something behind, having this change in your life, something that you're asking yourself, what has reached a point of fatigue? What is something that I'm ready to move forward with? What is something, right? There's these big questions. Full moons illuminate, okay? Full moons illuminate, and they also culminate. So could also be very emotional. As you know, the moon, you rule the moon rules you. You are associated with the moon. This is your time. And it is, again, for cardinal signs, it's a thing. Okay. It's a big thing. You're going to feel a little bit more than this one than the others. Now, what else am I talking about here? So just know that all of that, everything that I just said, and it is going to be cathartic, healing, bring some comfort, but wisdom is the big takeaway. Wisdom. Remember all of that Libra energy, wisdom. Now, on Thursday, March 28th, don't forget Venus is sextile Uranus. I already talked about this. This is a sliding doors moment. If you're single, you could meet, you could be at Walmart, aisle 11, you bump into, your future, soulmate. That also is a thing with this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra too. There is that soul partner. It's just, there's something there for y'all. And even if you're in a relationship, as I mentioned, even with Venus exile Uranus, remember Uranus is breakthroughs. Okay. There could be this breakthrough that you have in a relationship. It's surprises, unexpected. There could be something really surprising and sweet that a partner does, or, even something that you feel spiritually around this time. It is a really, really nice time. It could be something with friends as well. Uranus is in your 11th house with Jupiter. So remember, that is your social network, groups you belong to, your friendships, but it's also your hopes and wishes and dreams. So I absolutely love this one for you. This is a day, it's a magical day. I mean, there's just so many surprises that could happen here. There could be, Tom Hanks could jump out of, your closet with a briefcase full of Twix bars, and you're just like, amazing. Anyway, you get the idea. It's actually my dad's birthday on the 28th. So happy birthday, Dad. Now, who is not a Cancer, but I'm just saying it anyway. Now, let's get started, Cancer. March 24th to the 31st. This is for Cancer and Cancer rising. If you want to read for your moon or your Venus, if you do know your birth chart, hello, full moon lunar eclipse. And Venus being very, very active, very influential this week. Let's go ahead and get started, Cancer. See what's going on for you for March 24th to the 31st. Now, Cancer, try saying it. It's not easy. March 24th to the 31st. It's fun. It's fun. Anyway, Cancer, like I said earlier, I didn't say it earlier. I'll say it now. I do a traditional called the cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers, Cancer. Now, you want a mic drop? You get a mic drop. I'll give you 2. You're good. Oh my goodness. You are good. It seems like someone, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay. Where do I begin? Let's start with the King of Cups. You got the King of Cups. You're good. You're fine. This is someone who leads with his heart. This is someone who has a lot of love to give. This is someone who takes care of everybody in his kingdom. He's got all that love. This is that king where he has so much love. He's very emotional. He's got a lot of love. He's Scorpio, actually. Okay. A lot of love to give and has that intensity about love, but he's emotionally stable. Okay, you see his throne literally on top of water here. Look how turbulent that water is. Nothing is going to knock this king off that throne. And so you are going to be fine. You are moving into this week having that fierce, strong emotional stability. Now, remember how I mentioned he's Scorpio, right? Scorpio rules your 5th house of love and relationships and family and children, which is really great because remember, there's that overlap there with your 4th house as well, with like family and children, home and stuff. Anyway, you're good. You're absolutely good because look at this. You got the sun and the heart of your spread. Hello, you're good. Cancer, I've not seen the sun in the heart of a spread in a really long time. You're good. This is gonna be an amazing, amazing eclipse for you. This week is, remember, Venus is, you're gonna be good. You're fine. The sun. Come on. You know the sun. Have you ever gotten a tarot reading, Cancer? You know the sun is the biggest yes. It's the biggest yes. Very powerful. The sun. Think about real life. You, Cancer, you, me, the billions of people on this planet, we're all alive because of the sun. Okay. Our solar system exists because of the sun. That's how powerful the sun is. Think about the sun just shining light on you this entire week. That's what this is. Okay. There is a sense of something new that I feel too. And, again, I wouldn't be surprised with this eclipse because something's ending, a new beginning, but there is a sense of like, you could have moved into something new. There could be something new that's happening, but you're just so emotionally fulfilled. But this is optimism. This is abundance. This is opportunities. This is growth. This is success. This is You name it. You name it. You got it. You got it here. This is victory. This is a lot of innocence. But this is, again, just you're good. You're absolutely good. You got the sun in the heart of your spread. Let me turn that off so it's not distracting. Now, I just can't believe what's happening here. Okay, so let's go to this. You got the Nine of Swords in your challenge area. All right, so this is very interesting because there could be a sense of there's two messages coming up. One, the biggest message of all is there could be something that happens this week to someone that you know where you know you've got to like that's not working out. And it can be a friendship. It can be, whatever resonates with you. But there is someone that I want you to be gentle around and just, be, diplomatic, that it's speaking of Libra, right? Diplomacy, as well as Venus. Okay. So just keep that in mind. There could be something there where there could be someone who may not see eye to eye with a decision that you make, breaking things off, maybe leaving a job, maybe leaving a business partner, even a friendship. Remember, there is activity there as well, but it could even be I'm just not getting this energy of like, it could even be like for instance, if you are moving, a lot of Cancers will be moving because you've got your South Node in Libra, and we have this major eclipse in Libra, and we have another one coming up. But here's the thing. It is in your fourth house. So there it even could be just like maybe there's like a neighbor that's really bummed that you're leaving. Like you've known this neighbor for a long time, or it could be a roommate. You're leaving your place because you met someone and now, you're moving in with that person. So anyway, someone may be like, so just keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is that there could be a little bit of you that's just like, for a little bit, because Nine of Swords is a Gemini card, right? So it's actually Mars and Gemini, but even still, Gemini does rule your 12th house, okay? And so that is the subconscious. And that is also, intuition too, but it's the subconscious, it's facing fears, it's, even self-sabotage energy lives there. So there could be a little bit of you, like there's so much goodness happening here, so much goodness, but you may just feel a little bit in your head about something. But there is also a sense of you, it's almost like if there is someone that it's like, okay, time to cut this, and not in a bad way. It's just like, remember, reach that point of fatigue, or I got to move on I got to move into this new cycle. There could be a sense of like some of y'all maybe even feeling bad about it, but just remember, like, you're emotionally stable. You got the sun in the heart of your spread. There's this new beginning happening for you. You're good. Now, Justice and the Chariot. I mean, wow. You've got 4 major arcanas. I hope you saw that, right? But the fact that we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra this week, and you pulled the card of Libra, Justice, in your crown. All right. You even see the 2 columns here that are gray in tarot is wisdom. Okay. And, even with these columns, think about, you've heard of like the Wisdom of Solomon. They're from Solomon's temple. Anyway, so wisdom is a big thing. And there is this sense of like fairness in your mind, that fairness, that balance, that everything that I talked about earlier, just here. You got justice in your crown. Justice will be served. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. It's like, did you ever see like the Hunger Games when they were like, may the odds be in your favor? Well, I mean, they're in your favor. They're in your favor. And so that balance, remember, the judge here is holding the scale. Remember, I said that balance is very important. Just knowing that you've got to cut some things that there's got to be an end for you to begin, because you also got the Chariot, which is attributed to Cancer. I can't even believe this. This is so crazy. Look down your cross. You have Libra, Aries, Cancer. Cardinal. I mean, come on. This is huge. It's really big. Chariot, all about moving forward. Okay. Remember, we're moving forward. Not even you're going past any obstacles. Speaking of balance, you do see the 2 sphinxes here. There is like that sense of mystery. Which direction? What's going on? But here's the thing. This duality. So you learning to balance those dualities in your life. And with that balance, you gotta let some things go, right? But the main thing is just moving forward, eyes on the prize, leaving any obstacles, anything that's been holding you back, and feeling that confidence. This is willpower. Okay. You see that the charioteer isn't even holding any reins. Okay. So how is he controlling the sphinxes? Up here. Okay. Up here. that willpower, that mind power, that mindset as well. This is really amazing. You're good. You're good. And then remember I talked about that new beginning. I felt like that new energy. We'll actually see it here too. He does hold the magician's baton. That's the great thing about the charioteer. It's card 7, so through the major arcana is like kind of just learning as you go, right? So the magician, the power to manifest the things that you want, a lot of energy, a lot of magic with the magician, and he holds it in his hand. But you also see a lot of other things that like the slivers of the moon on his shoulders, right? From the high priestess, card 2. Okay, so even the lingam and the yoni here, referencing the lover's card in your future. And you are moving toward that. You're good. Remember, this is a big week of partnerships, relationships. You're just good. I mean, you've got an archangel in your future, Archangel Raphael, the healer. Remember what I said. This full moon lunar eclipse is liberating, healing, cathartic. This is not only did you get the sun in the heart of your spread, you got the sun, the full abundance of the sun here too. You're good. Cancer. Like, oh my goodness. Partnerships, relationships, love is a big thing. Love is a big thing. It can be self-love too. It can absolutely be self-love here. Okay. So, but definitely there is choices for you. This is ultimately a card of choices because Archangel Raphael is the one that's gifting the love. It's up to, we'll call them Adam and Eve. It's up to them to decide what to do with that love. So ultimately you will have choices, but this is just really, really nice coming after the sun. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely amazing. So you could be starting a new relationship. You could be making one stronger. You could be ascending. Like if you've been, I don't know, going steady with someone, now you may be, taking it to the next level. It can be career too. Don't forget, it can be career. There's so much activity happening with career as well. But just think like there's partnerships, but there's you and all that spirituality. Remember, spirituality is going to be a big theme anyway for you, all right? With all these planets in Pisces, that is very spiritual, and it actually ruling your 9th house of spirituality. I do not know why I'm doing that with my hands, but there is, I'm only mentioning that because you see Adam looking at Eve, Eve looking at the archangel, okay? So that's conscious, subconscious, superconscious. That's you. That's spirit. That's you, okay? If you want to think mind, body, spirit, that's mind, body, spirit. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Cancer. You're amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What is going on? I want to hear from you. This is absolutely amazing. And I love you. You know I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. Okay. So there is definitely, okay. Okay, so let's just get to it. You got the world, all right? So, hello, you got the world. When I say things are changing for you, it's you want it. You want it. It's clear as day here. The world is the end of the major arcanas, right? It's the end. You see the dancing figure there with the 2 magicians' batons, okay? So this is someone who is she's made it all the way to the end, okay? And through the major arcana, there's so much duality and so much ups and downs and polarities. Be proud of yourself. But you see the 4 fixed signs here in the corners of the world, it brings that stability energy, but that spiritual energy really, really still comes through. But you're ready for this big change is basically what it's saying. And what's really interesting is the world is attributed to Saturn. Saturn, like I said, is in Pisces in your 9th house of spirituality. Okay. Also like education, long distance travel, things like that. But spirituality, your belief system, how you see things, really major here. Now you got the Knight of Swords. Very interesting that you got the Knight of Swords with the lovers, actually. The reason being is because the Knight of Swords is Gemini as well. The lovers is ruled by Gemini, by the way. So you have these 2 Gemini cards right next to each other. But even still, with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is just so bold and courageous. And, he's so much that he's actually going into the storm. But you see all the fire under the feet, right? All that fire. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that for you. Really, really nice, especially with the way that you see things. It's almost like there's that liberating feeling is coming through, is really, really nice. And it's, when I say you have so much activity in your ninth house of spirituality, remember I said that's also your belief system, how you see things too, your philosophies. A lot of things are changing for you this week. Now, and I say that because the swords are the mental suit. But here's the other thing is that it's in your external factors area. So there is possibly someone, it could be a Gemini, it could be a Gemini rising, it could be someone Gemini-ish, but there is possibly someone there that is also like you're in it to win it with this person. Remember, I said partner in crime energy. I think there's someone just as enthusiastic as you that you will feel this week. Now, Queen of Cups. Hello. I think that you may, if you saw your last week's reading, you did get the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, it's always a good sign when you see the same card again and again, or it is a sign too when you see it in back-to-back readings. But anyway, Queen of Cups. The reason why this one is very significant because the Queen of Cups is Cancer, okay? And it's double water here. Queens are water, cups are water, it's double water. There's a lot of emotion here. She leads with her heart, just like the King of Cups. You got the pair. That's, the difference between the King and the Queens, by the way, the Kings, their powers, their energies are more external, right? Queens, internal. So she really is like the Princess Diana of tarot, who was a Cancer, by the way, but just so much love to give. She knows the name of everybody in her kingdom. It doesn't matter if it's the emperor, it doesn't matter if it's a farmer. That's how loving this person is. That's who you're good. That's who you are. That's who you're going to be in this place where you are. It's almost just super visceral too. She has this emotional intelligence about her. She's just so nurturing, just everything that you embody. It's just where she falls in your spread. It's almost like what you wanted to be is what you're going to be. And it's just that capacity to love is just, it's so unlimited and it's so really nice. Now, you have the Five of Wands in your challenge area. This I feel like is very interesting, okay? I'm sorry, not in your final outcome, okay? Now, this is a challenge card. That's what I meant to say. It's in your final outcome. It is the least challenging of the challenge cards. You can see it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. So there is going to be something that may be so not worth your time, but still comes up this week. Again, there may be someone, remember, with the Nine of Swords, there could be someone that you're just like, this has got to go. And there's something, and it could be, it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a circumstance too, but the likelihood of it being a person is very strong here. Especially with the Five of Wands, but it can be something where it's just kids. Remember, there's so much happening there already with that family energy where you just have to be that person that's you're the one that just has to stand up and say, y'all, I'm having a very transformative, wonderful week. Don't ruin it for me. You can have the Cheerios, you can have the honeycombs, whatever little thing is going on. Just make sure that it's just squashed so it doesn't get in your way, okay? And it could be you though. It could be you in the final outcome here. It could be you that is in a place where just like, okay, this is a lot of egos at play, is what it is. So don't let your ego get in the way of things. If there is not seeing eye to eye, especially if it's another person, remember there is that this eclipse is in your fourth house, so your domestic sector. And again, this does heavily relate to like children or people acting like children too. So you may have to rise above and be that one that says, y'all, we got to see eye to eye. Let's, too many cooks in the kitchen, whatever it is, you got this. I'll even clarify that for you. How much time? Okay. Well, yeah, it's going to be home related for sure. And you're going to be good. Because you got the four of Pentacles here. And so, yeah, sure. It could be something, with partnerships, well, first, it could definitely be something home related, something with money, finances, where maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with someone about money, splitting money. It could be you're moving in with someone and now you're joining bank accounts and you're like, how do we do this? But there's so many different possibilities. But here's the thing. You just got the Four of Pentacles, which is all about putting things in order. Okay. Think about four legs of a table, stability. That's what this card is. Now, Four of Pentacles is also Capricorn. Okay. Your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Hello. So there's again something there. It can be career. It can be. You just think of one-on-one relationships. Now, clearly, you're fine. You got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so don't fall into like this. If there's something going on here, just be cool, stay frosty, just rise above it. All right, see the big picture, and then you've got something new's coming in. You know that, right? With the Ace of Wands here, you're good. You're absolutely good. You got the Ace of Wands. Aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. This is a new cycle that's clearly happening for you. Wands all about your passions, your ideas too. Wands are so enlivening. Wands are fire, by the way. So that fiery spirit. But here's the thing. Wands are also career related. So again, with the fact that we have the sun in Aries right now, we have Mercury in Aries, we're approaching that solar eclipse in Aries, a lot of career stuff that could be coming through as well. But just a big passion. If it's just something new that you're looking forward to, Cancer, I've got to say it. This is your best. This is a reading that gets me excited. I'm sure you've noticed, but you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Cancer, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What's this new thing that's happening? Y'all, next week, I do April. Okay, I do April, and we will definitely talk about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That's really big. Anyway, Cancer, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.